Welcome back to another video of painting my thumbnails. This is the first one you're gonna see. All right, and as per request of I guess what I'm going for is this channel is about not perfect, but just good enough. So we're gonna go ahead and stick with that mindset here, and we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of painting. So the current video I have going up is going to be a Huggy Wuggy Poppy Playtime video. Right? So we have to have a red hand, a blue hand, and of course the main Huggy himself. So I think what we're going to do is maybe start with a Huggy Wuggy. And again, we're going to kind of go for, again, just good enough. So I think right about there, we're going to bring his tuff out, and then his tuff is like about that big, and then we're just going to bring his face here, and we're going to kind of just go like that. And same thing here, kind of just go like that and bring that there. There we go. All right. So that's a Huggy right there. And then, of course, we got to give him a big old mouth. So we give him a big old mouth with room for big old lips. This is where his lips are going to be. We got to give him some sharp teeth, you know. Some nice and sharp chompers. And then we also got to give him the back chompers as well as the circle in the back of his mouth. Because, again, I think he has this. All right. Perfect. There we go. And then we got to give him his big old eyes. Perfect. There's our Huggy Wuggy. And then we're going to color him in. So I think we have a paintbrush tool here. Perfect. Perfect. He's already blue. Going to go and get a nice red. Put that in there. Put that in there. And then we're going to clean up the teeth here, I guess. Clean up the teeth. Not the paintbrush of black. Finish this up, I guess. Put that there. Actually, we're going to maybe move the brush up a tiny bit, and then, like, yeah, there we go. And then we can do the white, the paintbrush, and then the boop. There's his nice toothy smile. And then he has plain black old eyes, and then we're going to give him a tiny white pupil, because, yes. Boop, and boop. There we go. So we have our nice little Huggy completed. And what's a Huggy game? What's a VR game without letting people know? It's VR. There we go. And then again, what's Poppy Playtime without a little bit of hands, you know? We're going to go ahead and draw some hands here. Now, I am no artist, but that's a thumb right there. We're going to bring this one around. We're going to bring this one up. And here, and then around, and then a pinky. And then we're going to bring it all the way nice and down. Right there, and bing, bing. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and bring another one right here. We're going to go ahead and have a nice little hand right here. And we're going to go here, here. And of course, we got to have that. And then again, a nice little hand here. And have a nice little thumb, a nice little finger, a nice little bigger finger, a nice little finger, another nice little finger, and bring it down. Perfect. And now, so the right one is going to be red full on because that is technically the right color. And the next one is going to be a nice indigo blue. Perfect. All right. Again, we have to have a nice little background. I forgot to make the VR white. So we're going to put that back in. VR. Perfect. Now, do we want to do the chase scene? No, we're not going to do the chase scene. That's a little bit too much. Actually, no, we are going to do the chase scene. So we're going to have... actually, no, we got to do the Huggy Wuggy jump scare. Of course, we got to do the Huggy Wuggy jump scare. So I can give him his little body. I'm going to fill it in with a nice boop. And then again, we got to have a little bit of an outline. Make sure we know where his head is. Give him that little... There we go. Slim him down a little bit. You know, he's cutting. And then we got to give him his little bow tie. So in yellow, we're going to draw a little figure 8. Right, and then a little boop and boop. And that's Huggy Wuggy completed. We're going to go ahead and actually fill in the back of his mouth with black, the back mouth. And then we're going to give him his little arms, because again, what's Huggy Wuggy without his little arms? So we're going to have them go around here, all the way up, because he's so excited to see us. And they're going to go all the way down. They're going to go right around here. And then they're going to cross back down and come back here. Perfect. There's one of his arms. And then another little one of his arms is going to be doing this. A little bit of a loop-de-loop. And back up here. And then again, we just follow that all the way down. A little bit of a loop-de-loop. And come back down. Perfect. So now we're going to fill it in. Perfect. Excellent. Yes, perfect. There's his little arms. And we can't forget his little yellow mitts. What's Huggy Wuggy without his little yellow mitts? So again, we're going to give him his little mitt here. And we're going to give him his little thumb. And again, his little thumb. And his little mitt. And give it a nice one right there. Perfect. His little mitt. And then we're going to fill it in. And that right there is Huggy Wuggy. We're going to give him a little bit of a... Oh, yeah, doesn't he have like a black like pad on his thing right here and here? Perfect. And perfect. Wait. Now it's perfect. And here's the thumbnail. Perfect. It tells you exactly what's going on. Ah, wonderful. Alright, I'm actually going to fill a little bit more of this in red. Because again, you got to make sure. And then we're going to give a little bit more black, and we're going to put that right there. Perfect. Just move the middle finger over a little bit. You know, we got to have perfect, appropriate here. Right. And that's the thumbnail. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is going to be going up before the video that is Poppy Playtime. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys can't wait to see this amazing, beautiful thumbnail in the video. See y'all in a little bit on the next video. Bye.